Hey guys, this is your girl Jennifer Lynn, the Crown Jewel, and I am back with another YouTube video. So don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. So today I am coming to you guys with another question from one of the videos that I did. There was someone that had a question. And so the title is Should I Expect My Kingdom Spouse to Share Details That Took Place During the Separation when they return? Should I expect my kingdom spouse to share details that took place during the separation when they return? So, I have a couple points that I'll share in regards to this question. Number one, communication is going to be key. Open and honest communication is one of the key factors to any relationship. Now, you have to ask yourself, why do you need to know certain information? Is this going to help you move on in terms of creating a fresh start with your spouse? Is it something that could potentially make you feel resentment towards your spouse? So we have to ask ourselves these things. So I think when the spouses return, they are going to have a lot to say. I think it's perfectly fine if you have questions, anything that you want to know. I think that they are going to be open and they're going to be honest and they're going to be ready to talk to you about the things that you have questions about. But at the same time, you have to ask yourself, why do you want to know this information? And it's okay if you just wanted to know what was going on while they were gone. But I'm going to give you an example, and I'm speaking for myself as a woman. Now, if they are coming back and God has sent them back, I think that they're going to be open to tell you a lot of things. But let's just say you are a woman and your kingdom husband or your God ordained husband is returning. This is the person that God said you are to spend your life with. And you ask him questions, details, specific details about the counterfeit that he was with during the separation. You have to ask yourself, is why do you want to know this information? Why do you want to know this information? And I'm saying this because a lot of times women, and I'm just speaking as another woman in the past, when I was separated, let's just say from an ex boyfriend, and we decided to get back together at a later point in time. And they came back and told me things like when they were with another woman. Now, this is when we were broken up. It didn't make me feel too good to know that they were with another woman. So, again, is this something that's going to help you to move on, help you to create a fresh start with your God ordained spouse? Or is this something that could potentially make you angry and have resentment towards your spouse? So you have to ask yourself these things, because when I hear this question, I'm thinking that maybe this person may want to know some specifics, maybe about the counterfeits that they may have been with. And it could be other things as well. I know a lot of us, we're wondering what is going on the other side, especially if there is no communication. But just to sum it up, there's nothing wrong with asking certain questions. Again, an open and an honest relationship, if you are moving on, creating a fresh start with your spouse, there's nothing wrong with them sharing these details with you. And so if there's something that you want to know, just ask. So, my second point, whatever is revealed by your spouse, just make sure that your response come from a loving place, a kind place, and a place of respect. Again, this goes back to why you may want to know this information and if you're going to be able to handle the information. And so that goes into my next point. Be prepared for the truth. Sometimes the truth, it can hurt, but ask yourself once again, why do you want to know this information? Talk about it and then find a way to move on from the past, because the Lord is doing something new. He's doing something new. And so a lot of stuff that happened in the past, God, He's doing away with all of that stuff, and He's giving us a fresh start. He's giving you a fresh start with your God ordained spouse. So, again, it is okay to talk about these things, talk about it, find a way to move on and not hold on to the past. And I'll be honest with you, I'm someone I like to know. I want to know XYZ, but again, make sure you're able to handle it and that your response is coming from a loving, kind, and respectful place, because this is the person that you are going to spend your life with. So we have to keep in mind that we have to do everything in love. And even if you guys have an open conversation, let's just say it was about a counterfeit and it may even sting a little, you can be honest with them and tell them that doesn't make you feel good. But again, we want to find a way to move on once we find out certain information, because this is all about creating and starting the new. Okay. Many of you guys that know who your God ordained spouses are, you know who your kingdom spouses are, you guys are going to have this beautiful life together. And we do not want to stay stuck in the past. Things that has happened in the past is going to be over and done with. I've done videos on that before. It's over and done with. God has given you a fresh new start. So this is literally going to be like meeting many of these people for the very first time, even though you may have known them for years. You may have been in a relationship. You may have even been married to them. It's going to be like marrying somebody and just starting something new with this person for the very first time, as if you never knew them from the past, because God is going to be sending many of these people back in a very different way. But again, as I always say, they're not coming back perfect, but a lot of things that you guys may have dealt with in the past, a lot of those things are going to be eliminated. Some of those things you may have to still, it may take a little time for the change to come. But again, we want to find a way to move forward because God is doing something new. And then my last point is in regards to your spouse's testimony. So during this process, we all have a testimony that we are going to be able to share with the world. You're going to have a testimony that you can share with other women or men. Your spouse is going to have a testimony that they can share with other people, that's going to encourage them that may be going through the same thing that you and your spouse are now going through. We all have a testimony to share. And so, with that being said, you want to provide a safe space for your spouse to be able to speak to you. Let them know that you support them, you love them, and you do not judge them. Okay, even if that means praying before having conversation, always lead with God. Okay, and so helping them to feel confident to share with you, it's going to help them to be able to share their testimony with the world. And ultimately, that is helping to encourage the next person, helping to save lives. So, just like you guys are seeking advice and things of that nature and leaning on maybe experiences and testimonies of others as you're walking through this process, one day this is going to be you and your spouse. And so we want to make them comfortable to share information with us so they can be able to feel comfortable and confident to share their testimony with the world. Okay. And so that is it. That is all. Hopefully, this has helped someone. Again, I encourage everyone to join the membership because I am coming down to the wire in terms of responding to questions. It's only going to be geared towards the people that are, signed up with the membership. And then also, as always, I am offering coaching. Anyone that may have specific situations that they are going through that you need someone to talk to, I offer an email coaching session. And so, if you're interested in that, just feel free to email me and I will send you a link and we can get you started right away with an email coaching session. I am Coach Crown. And so I am here to help you guys as much as I possibly can. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I will talk to you guys next time. This is your girl, Jennifer Lynn, the Crown Jewel. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.